Well, welcome to our Snowflower Market Update. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties here in Park City.
And I'm Doug Olmsted, the seller's property consultant on the Wilstein team. Thank you very much for joining us today.
All right, we've got a lot of news to give you on the Snowflower condo in Park City, but why don't we begin by giving you a bit of an update on the Park City real estate market. Over the past 12 months, there's been 1,444 sales in Park City. That consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land combined. That's all real estate brokerages combined. And that's up 10% or 135 sales from that same period 12 months beforehand.
If we look at year-to-year comparison of closed sales, November 2014 to October 2015, homes were up 4% from 496 sales up to 506 sales. Condominiums up a huge 24% from 594 sales to 738 sales. And lots down 219 sales to 190, which is 13%, with lots that is due primarily to lack of available inventory of land for sale.
That's right. Definitely isn't a case for lack of interest, just not enough appealing product to buy. So let's take a look at prices. Everyone wants to know what's happening with real estate values. Here we're looking at a graph of home medium sold prices, and the red bars are the November 2014 through October 2015, that 12-month period. The gold is the 12-month right before that, so we're doing a year-to-year comparison. And you can see that in Park City, homes are up by 12%. That's nice. It was $1,300,000, now it's $1,450,000, $150,000 increase year over year. But we saw also a similar increase, 13% in the Snyderville Basin. It's kind of the county area of Park City, with the median home price rising from $768,000 all the way to $865,000.
If we look at condominium median sold prices in Park City limits, up 6% from $535,000 to $565,000, and in the Snyderville Basin in the county, up a huge 16% from $339,500 all the way up to $395,000.
And now we're looking at land, and in Park City we saw a big increase in value from $550,000 to $675,000. It's actually a 23% increase, but I do need to point out that it's not a 23% increase across the board, because the sampling is so small. If in this past 12-month period one of the lots was a superior location, the other one had unobstructed views compared to the year before, those two factors with two lots could account for a 20% increase, just because the sampling is so small. So I just want you to be clear on what this means. With the Snyderville Basin, larger sampling, it's more accurate and we can depend upon it. 17% increase, very nice, rising from $300,000 to $350,000. So big healthy increase in valuation and appreciation across the board in Park City.
Definitely.
Now we're looking at the number of cash transactions in Park City, and this is kind of a history that we've been following going back to 2007, when 26%, or roughly 1 out of every 4 transactions, was all cash. You can see there was a constant increasing in 08, 09, and then from 2010 all the way to the present, we pretty much were looking at about 50%, or 1 out of every 2 transactions being all cash. You can see in the first quarter of 2015 we got as high as we've ever gotten with 56%, and then there was a bit of an adjustment down to 43% for the second quarter, and it kind of does that. All the other bars is an averaging of the entire year, and I suspect we'll still be in line with what we've seen the last 5 or 6 years.
So let's take a look at the Snowflower real estate market in specific. Condominium sales in Snowflower are down 70% over last year's number of sales, as you can see, from 10 sales down to 3 sales. This is primarily just due to a lack of available inventory within Snowflower itself. Can't sell what you don't have.
That's right. That's exactly it. And that's an important point to make, Doug, that this isn't that suddenly people are not interested in Snowflower. There's just no Snowflowers to buy. Now, we'd like to always look at absorption rate. And what absorption rate is, it's the rate in which properties sell on average going back 12 months. And so as we look at past history of properties selling, we can make projections into the future that if you put your snowflower on the market, how long should it reasonably take to sell based upon absorption rate? Well, snowflower condominiums are selling at a pace of one sale every 122 days. So we're talking about roughly every 4 months we're seeing a sale. Again, keep in mind this is based upon available inventory. That influences it. Currently there's one condominium on the market in snowflower, so it equates to a 4-month inventory. But you need to understand that within the context of the National Association of Realtors, they say that a balanced market, equal number of buyers and sellers, is about a 6-month inventory. And in resort communities like Park City, balanced market is about a 9-month inventory. So while we have a 4-month inventory, that isn't necessarily bad, and there's one property on the market. So it kind of doesn't matter at that point.
Selling prices in snowflower they range from $450,000 all the way up to $633,000, and the median sold price is $542,000. That's up 21% from the previous year's values, as you can see statistically here, up 21%.
Yeah, look at that, from 447 all the way up to 452. That's $95,000.
Yeah, that's not too shabby.
All right, well that's good. Up 21%. Very, very positive news for snowflower owners. If you're interested in receiving the specific condominium details that we've summarized in this webinar, you can just send us an email, either myself, Ron at thewilsteinteam.com,
or of course Doug at thewilsteinteam.com,
and we'll get you that information, and happy to send that along to you. I do want to take a moment before we conclude our webinar to let you know how you can get information on the snowflower market whenever you wish. And we typically do these webinars about every 6 months on a property like snowflower, but you don't have to wait 6 months. What you can do is you can bookmark viewparkcityrealestate.com/snowflower, or the shorter version, thewilsteinteam.com/snowflower, and that would take you to a special page on our website just for snowflower owners. In fact, let me just show you it real quickly. Here's our website, and this is the page, Snowflower Condominiums. And as I scroll down a little bit, you'll see 2 buttons. The green button is watch a webinar for an update on the snowflower condominium. In effect, you're doing that right now. So each time we update it, you push that button and you'll find the latest update. However, if you want more details than we cover, like the specifics of active listings, pending transactions, closed sales, you go to the maroon button, send me current sales data for snowflower condominiums. Hover over it and click the button, the mouse, and then you'll come to this page, current sales data request. Take you less than a minute to fill out. Just identify your property, snowflower unit, whatever your unit number is. You can mark that it's a condo. You can leave it at home. We're going to know that anyway, but it gives you the choice. Fill out a couple of these other blanks, meaning the number of bedrooms, bathrooms that match your property, and then fill out your name, first name, last name, and then your email address. That way we can send the information to you. If you want us to call, include your phone number. If you want to be on our mailing list to get our quarterly newsletter, make sure that we have that. And then in the comment box, just identify exactly what you want. If you want update of sales at snowflower, or you have some other question, then just type that in there. Click the green button, submit the form. Doug and I will get it. We'll get back to you and get you that data. The important thing for you to know is that, number one, there's no cost for this. There's no obligation. And you don't have to be thinking about putting your property on the market. You could just be curious. Our goal always is to keep you updated on what's happening in the Park City's real estate market. We do it through webinars. We do it through these data requests as well. All right, so let's press on. Before we wrap up the webinar, Doug, why don't you share what's happening, what you can do with $50 million at a resort?
Well, you can do a lot. You imagine being in Snowflower, you probably really want to see what Vail's doing with the $50 million improvement plan.
Yep.
So the Quicksilver gondola, the towers went in this summer. It was really fantastic to watch. The cable is strung, and they are currently hanging the cars as we speak, the buckets. And They do say that the gondola will not be operational for opening day, but probably not the biggest deal in the world because that portion of the mountain's not open anyway until we get the.
You can ride it back and forth and see what you can't ski.
But this Quicksilver gondola, this is what combines the two areas of the mountain. That'll be the 8.5-minute gondola ride from one side to the other. The Miners Camp is the new restaurant at the base of the Quicksilver gondola and the Silverload Express. Again, I was up there all summer watching them frame that in. It's going to be a nice state-of-the-art restaurant.
Yeah, it should be great.
Yeah. Down lower, where the congestion could kind of come in at the King Khan, that's a new detachable high-speed 6-pack, and that's going to move some skiers up the mountain and alleviate that congestion down low.
Yep, 50% increase on capacity per
good.
chairlift. And so that will really be a great addition.
Yeah. So they are well on the way and ready for opening day, November 21st. We got a little snow recently, and the nights are definitely cold enough for them to be blowing snow.
They're definitely making a lot of snow, both at Park City and Deer Valley. Deer Valley recently got 8 inches.
Yeah.
So it's just around the corner.
Right around the corner, November 21st.
So we want to tell you that about the opportunity, if you like skiing Park City Resort, formerly Canyons, formerly Park City Mountain Resort. Got to get used to that. I know. Vail Resorts offers what they call an Epic Pass, and there's 2 that we just want to highlight to you, depending upon whether you're a Utah resident or live elsewhere. This Epic Pass gives you access to all 7,300 acres of skiable terrain with the new and largest resort in the country, and you can do it all on one pass, and that's great. And if you are local and you're willing to have a couple blackout dates between Christmas and New Year's and around President's holiday, you can save a couple $100 on that. If not, you do the Epic Pass. But the beauty of this is it's not just Park City. You can go to Vail Resorts, Beaver Creek, Breckenridge. You can even go to Australia, to Perisher, because Vail owns and operates that resort. And this same pass works all around the world at all Vail Resorts. So pretty cool.
Deer Valley opening day is December 5th. They always wait for a little more natural snowfall and make sure that grooming is just perfect for opening day.
Yep, but if they're not happy with it, they will delay opening day. They've done that.
Yeah.
They want everyone to have the absolute best experience. And then, of course, the finest dining on the mountain, too.
Absolutely.
Now, we keep getting asked this question. With Vail investing $50 million into the Park City Resort, what impact is that having on the Park City real estate market? And we're not going to take the time here to cover it in this webinar, but we did discuss it in our October monthly Park City Market Talk webinar. And all you have to do is go to View Park City, get my finger right there, viewparkcityrealestate.com/Vail improvements. That will take you right to that webinar, and it's one of the segments of it where we discuss the impact on all different segments of real estate in Park City of Vail's $50 million investment. So that's of interest to you, check it out. And finally, if you want to learn how much your snowflower condo is worth in today's market, real easy. Obviously, you can give us a call at our toll-free number, but you can go to our website, viewparkcityrealestate.com, scroll down on that homepage to learn what your property is worth, complete the form, or, as always, send us an email. Let me show it to you real quickly. Here's the homepage. Just scroll down past the Start Your Park City search, past some webinars and properties to learn what your property is worth. This form is going to look very similar to the other one. Fill out the blanks. They're all self-explanatory. Get your name and your email address. That's critical. And then when you come down to this portion, choose the first one. Contact me now for a free property value assessment. We'll reach out to you, arrange access to your property, do the analysis, send it to you, answer any questions you have. So that's how you do it. Submit the form. Easy as can be. Just want to give you this as we wrap up now. If you've never gone to the Snowflower Homeowner Association website, check it out, snowflowerhoa.com. Basically looks like this. Has a lot of valuable information there. Go there and visit it if you haven't already. And of course, if you have questions, ask Doug.
I'll get on it. So yeah, any questions at all, please email Ron or I at the Wilstein team, and we will get right back to you. Let us know when the best time to contact you is, and we'll give you a call.
Yep. And again, want to remind you, each and every month we have our Park City Market Talk webinar. We cover details on sales, actually cover more detail than our brief summary in this webinar. And then we address various topics that are on everybody's mind, and we update it on the 15th of the month, each month. So you always can know what's happening in Park City real estate by going to that and watching it.
Thank you for watching our webinar. Have a great day.
That's right, and start waxing and tuning those keys.
That's right. It's time.
Right. Bye-bye.